What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I just want to talk about the backpack that I've been using for quite some time, which is the Lowepro ProTactic 450. You guys all probably seen a ton of videos about this. The reason why I want to do this video is because I want to try to give my thoughts about this bag and reason why I might want to get a different bag. And a lot of time my friends and family would ask me, yo, is that bag too big or it looked really big? I like the size, even though it is very bulky kind of way, but it's able to fulfill what I need because I do carry a ton of gears. Usually on a hike, I will always bring my Sony a6400 with 3 lenses at least. And also I'll bring the Mavic Air with 4 batteries. And the remote and the battery for the Sony, and I will bring a 360 camera with me. More and more that I use on this, I realize there's certain things I don't really need to bring along. So it's pretty much like it changes from your preference and in your experience. Over here I will have my tripod here, and then I'll clip it on with this. And then one thing I really like about this backpack is originally I started off with using the waist belt a lot, but then later on I really don't use it that much, but I still leave it there because I really use this for mainly quick access to my batteries, because the battery drains really fast when you start shooting videos and stuff. So I will always have like at least 4 batteries in this pocket, so anytime that I need it, I just swings it over to the front. Let me do a quick sample. So I will use it like this, and then this will come out here. As you can see, I pull this strap closer, like more towards my right, because on this side I don't really carry much. I will have like a camera wipe, the lens wipe over here. On this side, that's where all the batteries are. So I could just have all these batteries plus the other gear's batteries. Not the Mavic Air, but like these guys here. And I will have like 360 battery in here. So once I'm done with shooting, I will just like swing it and then just grab a battery. Well, here's the water bottle that I would put, so quick access in the front. I like how they have these things everywhere. Like you could loop a lot of different stuff here. And I have another one of these. And I have a Peakdesign quick release. And this comes in really handy. I really love the MOLLE compatible straps here, so you could clip a lot of stuff, tons of stuff. So over here, I will have my gloves here and some little accessories for a knife. I will have a little strap like this, the USB cables. So overall, this bag, it have tons of compartments, and it's really good. Then you could customize it as many ways as you can. Sometimes I do feel it's a bit too big for like regular hike. Maybe this is really good for traveling. I did bring along on a trip. It's awesome because there's so much space inside that I was able to carry everything. And then the ProTactic might be a bit too overwhelming in the city. So I picked this one up. This is the Peakdesign backpack version 2. I got the 20 liters because I don't want to get the 30 liter and then kind of end up like the ProTactic. So I kind of set it up almost the same way. It's heavy because I have all my gears in here that I would bring normally for like a hike trip. So the same setup, I have a quick release plate in the front here. I added a little pouch also in the front, because this thing doesn't have the waist strap and it doesn't have any way I could like quick access to unless I swing the bag around. I put all the batteries in here for quick access. So I have the gimbal on the right hand side, and then obviously this side would be for my water bottle. I would have my camera on this side and the lens, because when you put it on my back, I'm a righty, so once I swing, this would be my quick access. So I will open it up and I would grab my camera. It fits well. I have the 16 to 70 millimeters, and I'll put it back in once I'm done, or I could clip it on the quick release in the front. So the good thing nowadays with with the camera setup I have. I love mirrorless because of the form factor. It's small, you know, this is a really good walk around setup. Now I'll put it back in. I have a mic. I have the Sony 35mm. It's small, I love this lens. I carry, this is a 10 to 18mm Sony and also a 16mm f1.4 from Sigma. And then I'll slide these in here. One thing I don't like about this bag is I feel like it doesn't fit things really well, like especially with this lens here. So I will put these boxes, both of these, in here. This setup will not wobble around down here because it's too spacious, I must say. I feel like it's more like for the digital SLR cameras. I mean, it fits well. I mean, this one, like my Sony fits pretty good here. If I'm shooting, I'll just rip it out from here and I'll quickly zip it up. One thing you have to notice, it happened to me a few times already. I was so lucky that nothing ever flies out. These zips have to be on either side, so that means it's closed. If it's not, both of them is on one side, it's always open. You see? You know, when you hike around, you unzip it and then you accidentally zip because your vision is so much closer to these that you won't notice. So that's one thing you gotta keep in mind. On this other side, so I have my Maverick Air controller. Got the Maverick Air here. And then right underneath it, I got 3 extra batteries. In the side pocket, I have a LED light. And here's where I keep the USB cable and extra propellers. In this area, I could put other stuff, maybe like some snacks, put it in here, and I could put clothes in here. One thing I do hear a lot is people said this is not a great hiking bag because after a while it's really not comfortable. I do feel the pressure over here with the quick release. Is where I would put my gimbal and I'll just loop it around here, and then it's pretty secure. For hiking, okay, so now I'm in. I can put this sternum strap over here. So once I put that on, this is really uncomfortable because it's pressing against my chest. I might need to work out more. And then if I need to grab the camera, I go like this. Grab the camera. When you try to zip this, make sure you don't grab this. Always grab the one above it and make sure you always see one hanging on this side. Because if not, if you accidentally grab this and then you think you zip it up, but it's not. So that's very dangerous. So zip it back. I think that's something you have to really get used to. Take my camera out. Okay, now it's a bit easier. So this one goes here once I'm done with shooting. So you could walk, you know. Too bad it doesn't have the waist strap, but it's okay. So like I said, the batteries are here, so I could easily unzip this and grab my batteries. So once you're done with shooting and then you're like, oh, let me get ready for some drone action. So you obviously you have to take this off. You have to swing swing this around, unzip this, camera back, and make sure you zip the correct one. Then you have to, if you don't want to lay on the floor, then you put it back. It's like a little maneuver going on. Okay. Then you unzip this, and then you grab your drone, and you set it up somewhere. Then you grab your controller, grab your other accessories, and one last thing is the cables. And obviously you're gonna zip this up, turn it around. Okay, so this would be a quick demonstration of how a person would need to do to grab the gears. So once you're done, obviously the same thing. So this time, okay, swing it back on this side. Imagine I have a tripod here, then I'll probably have to lay my tripod on the floor. Grab my drone, put it back here. I don't know why it got tighter than before. Maybe because it's on my body, I don't know. Anyway, so I put this controller back here. Let me just slide this guy back here. So, I mean, one thing I like about this, the top area, is I don't have to like lay it down and to put things in. I could just put in from here. And then the USB cable. So once I'm done, zip it up. Make sure once you know, they're always apart from each other, and I'm good to go. Put on my thing again, start hiking again. Yeah, now it's hike. Then I could feel like shooting, taking pictures again. I just go like this. So to be honest, after that whole scenario, I'm a little tired. Oh God. I mean, I think this is a really nice looking bag. It's really good for urban, but for hiking, I feel like it's very cumbersome. Unless I don't mind just putting it on the floor. So if I were to put it on the floor, but I still have to lay it flip left and right to grab my stuff. So that's kind of annoying, coming from ProTactic, you know. So I gotta go like this, grab all the stuff, play around with it. And once I'm done, put it back and zip it back up. And then if I need to shoot pictures again, I'm flipping on this side. Then I unzip, grab my stuff, boom, boom. And then if I need to change my lens, do this. This would be my way of changing the lens. Because I want to, put it in as quick as possible. Then all this stuff that I've been flinging around, then I'll put it back once I'm done with all of those. So this is my ProTactic 458 setup. So as I was saying before, I use this for like, I could put additional memory card, lens wiper, and then on this side I would have all the batteries here. So I got, how many here? Shoot, I got like 5 of these, the Sony FW50. Because these things drain fast, you know how it is on the A6400, 4K and stuff. And I have 3 Insta360 battery, so they all go here. So if I have any more, I could still put more. You see, I still have enough space. I'll zip that up, pull the strap more towards my right, so it's not center aligned. Then with that, I'm easier to grab my battery. So now let me show you how I pack my stuff. And these are pretty much all my gears in here. So I have a Maverick Air. I love the fact the deepness of this. It's perfect for the Mini. So I could just slide it in and it fits well. I got 3 batteries here. And then I got another one in the Mini. So I have total of 4 batteries. There's a cable. I have my lights over here. There's one of the lights for my camera. I love this guy. Very handy. And then the good thing is it comes with one of these, so you could like swivel, so it works well. And then this is a kind of diffuser. You don't want to use it, take it off. It's magnetized. And then you could bump up the light. That's the highest. And then this is the lowest. So snacks, easy to put in there. I could put jackets here. So in here I will have the controller. Right underneath the controller, I have the phone holder for the Maverick Air. So as you can see, I have like multiple sections here. So I got one section for phone holder, then I got another one for the controller, and then I have another one if I need to put something else here. I have the ND filter for my camera, ND filters for the Maverick Air. Here's my microphone and the camera here. And then obviously, you know, the quick access. If I don't want to put down the bag, I could just unzip here and then access the camera over here from the side. I have this compartment where I have the two lenses, so if I need to get these lenses, I either have to swing it over and then just unzip on this side and get the lens, or I could put this on the front. So usually I would pick two of the most used lenses on a hiking trip, and that's it. And as you can see, I still have a lot of space here, and then I have the propellers here. If you happen to bring a laptop and slide this in and put this backpack on your back, it's really uncomfortable. And here's another pocket I forgot to mention, so you could put other stuff. You see how deep this is? Like I think I could just put it this way. I might want to try to get the 350 AW2 of this guy. It's a much smaller backpack. So I'm gonna do a hiking demonstration of how I will use this. Obviously, I have to put on my gear first. So the gimbal will go here. If I'm gonna bring a tripod, I will slide here, and I'll just tighten it up with these straps. Place another strap here so I could carry it if I need to carry like this. Okay, so here's how I'm gonna be doing this. Put this on my back. I wish I could lower this a bit, but that's how it is. Put on the sternum strap, loosen it up, tighten it up. And sometimes if you're planning to just hike for quite a long period, this is a good setup. So like I said, I don't really use this belt, but if I need to, I could still use it. Like that. Or the batteries are here, the easy access, look. You can just, and then grab the battery. Unbuckle it, put this lens over here. Yeah, it's kind of cool because it doesn't bother me as much. I don't know, is it because of the position it is? So this metal piece, it doesn't hurt me as much. And then I have another clip here. So if I need to grab stuff, obviously I have to take the lens off first. So that's one thing that's kind of not convenient. Maybe I could put this down here on the belt. That would work better. So for me to get my camera, I'll just do this. You see how much space I have? This whole area. I could grab my camera, or maybe I could just slide this lens in if I could fit in there. So I could fit the lens in here. This is pretty long because of the 16mm. If I put this on, then it's much shorter and it'll be easier to put it in. So now I could put it in here. This one goes here, or I could put it on the camera. So if I were to do a quick shoot, and this is what I would do. I would just shoot, and then once I'm done, put my camera back, and I start hiking. You know, water bottle goes here, I get my water here, and then just keep hiking. Okay, so once I'm ready for my drone, what I had to do is definitely take this off first. and then either put it on a tripod, situate somewhere so I could shoot myself doing the drone, or I could just put it here. But make sure when you put it in, I might have to put a divider here so it wouldn't hit against each other. So as you can see, you see how big this is? I can fit this camera with 3 lenses. I zip this up and I just lay this flat. So doing the drone with this bag, you always have to lay it down. So now this is all open up. I could it becomes like almost like a table, you know. So I could easily open up my drone like that, set it on, powered it on. Then I start prepping my controller, power on my controller, connect my phone in there, the phone holder, and then I'll just pretty much just leave this on the floor all whole time. Yeah, once you're done with flying around, yeah, then you start wrapping these things up. So I guess overall, you know, for hiking with drone and camera, I really like how this goes, because you know you do have to set it on the floor, because there is no way for you to set up your drone without putting down a bag. I know there's a new bag out there where you could pretty much put all your drone gear into like a pouch down here, and then you just pull the whole pouch out while you're still holding on to the backpack. And then that pouch could also act as a fanny pack, and then it becomes like a little mini backpack in the front, so you could like grab all your drone gears. I think that one's pretty sweet, but I didn't get that one because it's big. So it's like the same size as this, and then you know, why would I want to get another bag? This works well. It's just a little too big for me now when I think about it. Okay, so remember how I have the issue with this lens and this camera together here? That might cause a bump when I, you know, walk around. I could take one of these pads and then just stick it in here. Stick it on one of these Velcros. But it had to be on this side, because if I stick it on this side, then if I open this pocket, it will pull the Velcro. So I could stick one here. So this goes here, and then I could put the camera like that. So I don't have to worry that it's gonna scratch each other. And this, it could go here. So when I pack it back up, and I swing my bag, this would be the way that I swing it around and try to get quick access to it. I will swing it around and I'll open this side, and you see quick access to the lens and my camera. My experience, I think this is a much suitable backpack for hiking. If you're gonna be in the city, I think it's a good bag for mainly photography. If you want to think about like putting camera gears and drone gears, I think it's a bit too much to fit around. It's a bit cumbersome to grab things on both ends. This, you just lay it flat and then you just grab whatever you want from the back, and it's much easier. If I'm going to the city, I mainly just gonna shoot pictures. So this is good shooting pictures and video with your gimbal. This one you could do exactly the same. It's a bit more bulkier. I would still use this if I'm gonna go to a trip or a longer hike or staying overnight. I won't carry something this small because it's quite limited of what the amount of stuff that I bring. This, on the other hand, you know, I could grab everything. Unless maybe the 30 liter works best, but overall, I don't think you would want to carry this on a hike. So this one would be my preferred. It's more, you know, it's a lot more customizable with all these stuff around. That's it. So I hope this video give you some ideas on another difference between these two bags from a hiker perspective. Aesthetically, this is very nice. This is very tactical. but bulky. And you know, there's no perfect bag, but at the end of the day, for functionality wise, I prefer this bag more. So, so if this video gives you some good ideas, you know, give me a like and please subscribe for the next video. And I'll see you on the next. Peace out. That's a wrap.